welcome back everybody to the Onward VR Master League. Let me fix that scoreboard, and there we go. I am your caster, Noman with a 4. You just heard me talking in the last match, but we're here for a double header Sunday, and joining me now on the desk is none other than Trip. How are you doing today, Trip?
Oh, I'm doing great. We already had one awesome match that I cast, then one awesome match that you cast. Now we're going to a third awesome match that we're both casting.
Yeah, we're gonna tag team this bad boy, and I'm picking it up. I didn't see any other casts going on at this time. We had a ton of 6 o'clock games. I'm gonna give a little bit of love to my former Blaze alma mater, my old team, in this Sunday night matchup versus Fury that we have got going for you guys. And let me see, I've got a little audio duplication. There we go, I fixed it. Okay, so you won't be hearing two audios going at the same time there anymore, but we are getting ready to go. I think everybody's in the lobby. I'm gonna plow through bans as I've already gotten them from both teams. So on the Blaze side, they have opted to ban Snowpeak, and Fury is banning Downfall. So two of the longest maps we've got are out of the rotation for this matchup today. Not a surprise to me based on the speed at which both of these teams I know like to play. Trip, anything there that catches your eye?
Not really. I am just super excited to see these two teams duke it out. I haven't seen two super aggro teams go at it in a while, and I feel like both these teams qualify for that title.
Yeah, absolutely. They are pretty speedy, as their names imply. And I think that's one of the other reasons I wanted to put it up on screen. We saw some methodical play there from Panda and Blackwatch in the last series. Really great gameplay between them, really great defenses. But they were definitely using a lot of that round timer. I'm expecting to see a lot less of that in this match. A lot of quick plays, a lot of hard rushes from both of these teams, I think is something we can expect to see. And the first map is a good indicator of that, as it is going to be Suburbia. You see it on your screen there. And that is where we're going to be headed in this first map. So let me let the teams know that we are good to go, and they will kick off here in just a few moments, I believe. But Trip, any initial predictions between these two teams? I mean, two veteran teams have been in the league for some time. Any thoughts on what we might see here?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen these guys play in a long time. I know, isn't Blaze kind of rebuilding with a couple new players, like brand new players to the team?
Yes, yeah, there's I think 3 or 4 new roster players, 4 now I think, newly rostered players on that team. A couple of oldies but goodies. I think Fury's undergone a couple of changes as well. Maybe that was last season, so they are relatively close to what they used to be. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this series pans out, and I don't have to wait too long because round 1 is getting underway. Fury on the defense, Blaze on the offense. The first objective, center house upstairs. This one I can't imagine is going to be played slowly. We'll see how the Blaze offense opts to attack. Seeing a 2-2-1 split here as Mobstar makes it up into the objective building. Now they've got 3 inside. Snakebite and Evo both making their approaches in. Cryo with a nice little flashbang out towards the front of the house. No one there to catch it for him, but he is already up on the corner of this house.
Cryo moved up very quickly, turning on those lasers. You can see as he's making that cross, he's panning over that south house, making sure no one peeks their head up over the K-rails. But now he's got to get into the house somehow, and it's a pretty hard cross to go in the front. I don't think I've ever seen anyone come around. Ooh, and a shot through the floor.
Is that exposed knee through the floor problem that Suburbia house tends to have, and Cryo finds another in GT4 front of that spawn house. That is going to be a pretty easy res, it looks like, for War Within. Yes, indeed, he is going to be able to get that res out. Is Cryo looking? Is he going to be able to spot this out? He's tucked out.
Toxic was definitely looking. I think he saw the rotation come down the stairs. There are more shots from Free and Cryo. GT and Snakebite both go down. War goes down to 0 in a trade.
And now it's a mad rush. It's a mad dash for the top of the objective building as Mobstar goes down to Naoko, pushing up the stairs, and Blaze will secure themselves the first point of the series.
Is that a Blaze thing where you're like, hey, we got 4 down, let's just go for it? And they just all mad dash.
They can only kill so many of us. We'll be soaking bullets up for our friends behind us. Yeah, I think that's
all got body armor.
That's the mad dash that you want to make when you know that there's probably only one defender left. There's probably only one place they can be on the map. And a great play there by the Blaze folks to get themselves on the board. Pretty quick. I mean, 2.5-ish minutes, roughly. 2.5. That's not the fastest I've ever seen that objective played, but certainly a quick play once the kills started coming in. You know, it's almost like blood in the water, right? It's once you start getting a couple of the kills in, you start to see that offense really accelerate. And the defense from Fury was interesting. Those two people in the back house, I don't know that they were in the best positions. I think they could have been. That front doorway is my only concern. You know, you have one up in the window in the top left if you're facing the front, but then having the doorway, I mean, I suppose you wouldn't expect it necessarily, but I just don't know the visibility that you'd get out of it. And there he got punished by Cryo initially for that peek, and then it was a res, and that allowed a lot of the offense from the playground to make their way inside and do some real damage from center house. But we'll see what happens as round 2 here starts to get underway. I think. Oh, wait, what? Apologies, folks. 1 second.
You know, I do like the South House for that objective, but like you said, it's just so far away. But it gives you so much coverage on the front of the house. Like, one guy can cover the entire front. And the playground entrance, I mean, there's just so much coverage.
Indeed, there is in round 2 now getting underway as the defense kicks in for the Blaze boys, and now they've got to try to repel this Fury offense. We'll see if we see a similar offensive push as... Well, they've got quite a different split. It's a 2-1-2 instead of a 1-2-2 as we saw from Blaze, and already Naoko rushing out does manage to find the head of Snakebite, and the quick response from GT will get the refrag done and make it a 4v4 here early in the series.
Lots of utility coming out here. Now, I will say, I was kind of concerned when Naoko wasn't running a pistol that we weren't going to see some fun action, but it seems like he's doing a decent amount anyways. Cryo trading with, or getting War within, Mobstar getting free in the window. GT now pushing up and burning semi. Shots ringing out from Cryo across the map.
Toxic
Mobstar
Pain, yeah, he deals with him in a nice way, and there it is. Cryo swinging finds GT. Now Evo on the right side here. Is he going to be ready for Cryo's position? Do you think Cryo? I don't think Cryo heard him. They're right on the other side of the box from each other. He's looking up over the top. He doesn't see him. He's shooting at his legs, and there it is. He does find him. You always love a little bit of comedy in your plays. And right there, it was a looking right over the top of Cryo, not able to see him. Cryo shoots for the legs and does manage to get that that final pick and secure the round for Blaze. They go up 2-0. Oh, I'm getting a note here. Oh, apologies, that replay should be playing, but it's not, of course. Replays just have a mind of their own today. So, I am just getting note that... Apologies, the teams are communicating with me, of course. It looks like Blaze is opting the sportsman-like route, as we noted that there was a...
Illegal play on the field.
Illegal play on the field.
Floor.
Shooting through the floor of the upstairs. Cryo shot here straight up through the floor. And it looks like the Blaze team have opted to give Fury 1 round as penance. So they are now in a 2-1. That is the sportsman decision between these two teams. You can always opt to resolve your issues without a moderator in some cases like this, and I do appreciate them reaching out, letting us know what they're doing. It could have been much more confusing. But they have opted to give them the point, as that was not a sportsman-like play. So Fury gets a point as a result, and close the gap a little bit, but we'll see if they can deal with this Fury defense on this next round, or if Fury's going to tie things up as a result of that decision. All right, let's take a look at the gameplay. I'll correct that scoreboard in the next round. My apologies, folks. Round 3. So this is what happens. Everybody reaches out to you. Everybody wants a piece of something. A lot of things to do here.
Expect you to do all the things.
They just want you to be the guy who does all the things, and sometimes that's just not me. But we'll see who does all the things as the defense gets set up and Blaze spreading wide across the field, roughly matching the defense in their spread.
Mobstar gets Cryo. Nalco comes around the corner firing, gets Mobstar back. Long-range shots from the other side of the map, almost taking down Cryo with fire. Grenades start ringing out. Nalco backing up.
That opens up this western side a little bit. They can deal with GT in his position, and then Snakebite would really be the only one watching specifically on the objective, and Naoko with a great shot, long range, does manage to get GT down and out. Nice trade
long
there.
range trade.
See if we can fix our replays, folks. There we go. Nope, we can't. Never mind. It's the way she goes these days. Replays have a mind of their own, but it doesn't matter. The action's already unfolding live as Zero and Prefontaine here on the eastern side starting to chuck out those smokes. Snakebite, meanwhile, dealing with Naoko's push in the north. That's going to leave just these two, or I'm sorry, in the west. It's going to leave just these two crossing the street, and Evo does manage to spot out Zero as he crosses. And this is looking like another Fury point, tying things up. That early Blaze mistake could be costing them the overall map here if they're not careful, but Pre dialed into Evo's position, doesn't spot him in time. And that is going to be point for Fury. A well-held defense on their part to get themselves tied up in this series.
I really thought that Pre was going to have that. He had that angle. He was waiting for the visual onto who was that? Evolution, and just couldn't get it before Evo saw him.
I'm surprised as well, but that lighting can be difficult.
Yes, chat, I will agree. Naoko is cheating. He's obviously not running a pistol. We all know that that's the only thing he's allowed to run now. I mean, he can't talk it up and then be like, nah, I'm just going to run a rifle now.
Okay, clarification from the teams. It was a point subtracted from Blaze, as it should have been, and a point given to Fury. So Fury now in the lead. My apologies. You gotta be clear in your statements. If you're gonna tell me to add a point to a team, or tell me to remove the point from your team. I am not in the tent and cannot hear your communications. I do not know the agreements you reach, but that is the correct score. Blaze with 1 point, Fury with 2. Flipping everything. I was very confused as to why they would just also take a point, but yes, this makes a lot more sense. Thank you for the clarification. And the scores are now correct, as both teams agreed. So we are back to it here in the Blaze Fury match. A little bit of score chaos early on. Here
Let's see
we
if this
go.
Blaze defense here going to get a little bit more aggressive. I think they look a little jumpy. They look a little pushy. They're ready to go out of that box as soon as the timer runs out. Let's see where they go.
Antsy. It just is so. They got ants in their pants, trying to get this round started. The pre-fire coming out early there. Looks like from GT as he lays it down across the field. Naoko looking for the response, but gets punished as a result. Mobstar finding that peek through lane 3. Will make it a 5v4 early. Oh, Toxic Pain just rotates off the angle Could have been a pick for him there. Now he's going to have to look for Mobstar in this position. Will he be ready for it? Snakebite, meanwhile, finds another in 0. And here Toxic has to pop up, does spot out Mobstar. The confirm comes out. It's a 4v3. Snakebite on an absolute tear, finding Cryocell on the inside of the objective house, just leaving Prefontaine and Toxic as the last 2 members of the defense. And it's all coming undone, unfortunately. Fury getting a team down there.
I don't think Evolution was ready to not be the leading scorer. I think that's what happened there. Free getting those flashes out, double tapping Snakebite, confirming that kill for himself.
Pushing on the flash. Is he going to be ready for Evo, though? I don't think he is. He's got to tuck back in. He's didn't commit to that push on the flashbang, and the time ran out. Evo now expecting somebody to come around that corner.
Moving back out again, looking for those shots that just happened. And wow, was that?
Did he pre-fire him through the bushes? I think he might have pre-fired through the bushes and got him by a stroke of luck there. But GT with the check fire shots. Now it's just Toxic Pain, but he is way off objective. He does not have the proper coverage. He's got to find his way back towards the objective. Oh, and he's taking his eyes off it as the smokes come in. Is he going to be ready for this? If War Within can just get past his line of sight here before he peeks. Now GT on the backside here. Toxic has to tuck in. The flash coming in. He's getting up into Pre's position. He spots Evo. There goes one, and now War with the response seals the deal for Fury, and they go up 3-1 in this tumultuous series.
It's tumultuous. That's our big word of the day, folks. When no one's reading his newspaper.
It's my it's my calendar, my word of the day calendar. Trying to work in tumultuous into a cast. Well, it has been at least that, but Fury poised in map 1. I mean, we're only maybe 16 minutes, 15 minutes into this match, and already Fury looking to seal map 1 for them and take it to a map 2 battle. It's been a good series so far. I mean, it's that aggressive play. We talked about it right at the top. This is that stark contrast to the teams we were just watching with this aggressive, heavy equipment utilized, coordinated pushes.
Yeah, and I want to say that these teams have more experience than these newer teams, so they can make these more aggressive plays, knowing positioning, especially playing against each other. But this objective, we're probably not going to see that because they don't know the positioning on this. This is a brand new objective.
Yeah, this is going to be a very chaotic start here. We're going to have to keep our eyes wide on this as War Within sending shots down towards lane 1. Naoko finding Evolution on the ladder. Now Cryocell tucked in. Does manage to get Snakebite on the aggressive push. War Within, meanwhile, scooping up 0 in the distance, and Naoko getting the quick refrag will make it a 4v2 with a down and a res available as Evo and Mobstar. Mobstar not even ready to be revived. I don't think he didn't have gun in hand. Evo just on the other side. Cryo's got Pat out. Does Evolution get a check? He is, but Naoko with the quick refrag deals the final blow, and Blaze will go up 1 point to try to even things out here. What a chaos.
That was amazing. I mean, it was refrag after refrag. I want to point out that the first kill that I saw, Naoko got Evo on the slide through the house, through the hallway, through the window on lane 2.
Yeah, that is a peak and a half. that is a mass. I mean, if you take a look at it from this angle here, that is a very small needle to thread right there. But he absolutely, and again, that's, the practice. The team's coming in and finding that cheeky position, that new objective life for these teams, and being able to find new ways to deal with these things. I don't think any of the plays we see on the newer objectives for these maps are, I don't think we're going to see the same thing at the end of the season. I think things are going to evolve over the course of this season and really start to solidify a little bit. We won't see as many of these early rushes and quick kills. I think people will really start to dial in where they can and cannot be.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're definitely going to see some changes as the season goes on. And, you know, honestly, we saw a very aggressive defense there from Fury. They pushed all the way up through the carport.
It is mirrored spawns here for round number 6.
They're just going to pre-fire this if they're same spawn.
It looks
As
like Blaze
now-
are going to opt for their strong southern defense. Cryo and free. Zero with the early kill through the bushes.
Pre-fire through these penetrable fences, fighting the Fury offense. Nice and early. Cryocell finds another headshot onto Snakebite as he makes that aggressive approach. That's 2 for Snakebite as he's pushed in aggressively up the middle and been punished for it. The grenades now coming in. Smokes on the Fury side. Mobstar able to knock Prefontaine out on that south street behind that Hesco barrier, and now GT4 really just laying down the suppressing
Toxic.
fire.
Toxic on a super wide flank all the way in the north corner. Misses War within and is coming around the backside now on a GT.
There it is. He does find that last kill for the member in the south. Cryo almost taking the head off of Toxic. And now we're going to ride along with the last remaining member of the offense. War within for Fury as Blaze fight back and try to get themselves into a position where they could maybe take this map. There was quite a stumble in the beginning, opting to give the point to Fury based on the unsportsmanlike play we saw. But now they've got quite a bit of work ahead of them to try to battle back against this Fury push that we have seen. And War within there almost getting caught by a couple of bullets from lane 4. And now he's just kind
They're
of
going
stuck.
on the hunt. As soon as that call out came out from Nalco, Zero and Toxic are both pushing north, coming out of the same gate.
They've got to be careful here, because if War peeks out at the wrong time, that is 2 defenders he can easily scoop up, and he's just narrowly going to miss the defender there checking lane 1. Yes, now he's tucked out. I wonder if he
cornered.
knows they're coming for him. He's tucked in here. He's waiting. Cryocell's going to be punished for this aggression right here as he comes swinging around this corner. Is he ready? No! In fact, War within will not be ready for the shot, and Blaze go up 3-3 to tie the series here in map 1. Cryocell
you
on an
know-
absolute tear. I mean, let's take away that first kill in round 1. He's still 10-4 on the series so far.
You know, as casters, we do like that round, you know, map 3 decider tie game. But we're on map 1 tie game, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, this is the kind of aggressive, no holds barred play. It's rare it's rare in Onward in a lot of cases that you will ever see the defense say, you know what, I'm tired of watching this objective. I'm gonna run out there and look for this last guy. That's exactly what we saw there from Cryocell and the rest of the team, really just pinning in that final member of the offense and getting him knocked out. But it's like, some players are impatient. They just don't want to wait for the offense to approach. They'll bring the fight to them.
I don't think Toxic stopped moving the entire round.
I don't know that a lot of these players have stopped moving a lot around. There's a couple of defenses maybe, but yeah, there's been quite a bit of motion, and a lot of these pre-fires through bushes and through fences have been pretty effective. We saw GT4 do it in, what was it, round 4? And then we just saw Zero there in the opening moments of that last round get a headshot as well. So teams really opting to bring as many bullets as they can and send as many as they can early on, trying to get those early picks. All right, it is 3-3 here, which means we are in round 7, and Blaze and Fury duking it out on map 1. Follow along on the Blaze offense as we head into the final round for this first map.
Now,
It's gonna-
match point, is it going to get crazier? Is it going to get more aggressive? Is it going to get less aggressive?
That is only for the teams to know at this stage. Evolution, they're not going to spot out the position from these lane 4 folks. Cryo missing the shots on a Mobstar. That's a big miss. That's a lot of call-outs coming in now. GT4 sending rounds through lane 3. A little bit of suppressive fire there.
Fury liking these pre-fire lanes. I mean, the shots that he's taking are through the bush towards playground. He's just kind of raking back and forth, hoping to catch someone chest high, which is a good idea. I mean, especially if someone was called out there and they didn't come around the side of burning, then they're obviously by the Humvee somewhere. But that's just a lot of ammo to waste. Zero going to opt to go around the corner, and wow, he gets Evo.
That's a big pickup here. It's going to open up this southeast side quite a bit. Naoko, meanwhile, scooping up Mobstar in the west is going to open up 2 different lanes. Oh, and an unfortunate team kill from Prefontaine will knock Naoko out, evening things out, giving Fury a little bit of room to breathe here as Prefontaine pushes up in lane 2. Snakebite should be hearing this. GT4, meanwhile, does manage to make all of those bullets count as Zero goes down on that playground side. Prefontaine with the quick refrag.
One host dead.
Snakebite absolutely knows Prefontaine is on the other side of this wall. Does Prefontaine know where Snakebite is? That's the question.
It's a common spot, but I don't think Snakebite has actually made any noise. But I just want to point out the amount of, like, pre-rotated exactly to where he needed to go to take that guy out in the front door of South House. Like the communication, these guys are moving fast, but it is well coordinated. Ooh, a frag coming up from Snakebite, a little over Pre's head.
Toxic Pain knocking War Within out, and Cryocell's got Pat out here. He's gonna cap right underneath Snakebite. There it is, 5-3. Snakebite too focused on Prefontaine's position, just missing the ability to kill Cryocell there, and 2 points go on the board. Blaze secure the victory in map 1.
Cryo on an absolute tear. 1-10-5.
1-10-5. Yeah, no kills that last round, but able to punch that code in and get those 2 points for the team. And now it's going to map 2, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, again, 30, less than 30 minutes, 25-minute round, roughly what I would expect out of this. And I'm curious to see what the choice from Fury will be for map, or will they opt for side? I'm not sure. It looks like they may also be swapping a player in, as there was a couple of drops. No, it actually may be a new lobby in general. We'll see. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere as we decide this situation. But yeah, what a series so far. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. If you're here from the last game, much appreciated for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying the doubleheader and your Sunday evening / Monday morning-ish time, probably, depending on where you are. But we are pretty excited to bring you this Blaze Fury matchup. Looks like it is going to be a rehost. So I'm going to throw it to a brief intermission while we get the rehost set up and make sure everything's all good to go. But don't go anywhere. We'll jump right back into gameplay as map 2 kicks off for Blaze and Fury here in week 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. The lobby's rehosted. The map is selected, as you can see on your screen there. We are on USS Quest for Map 2, the Fury choice for the second map, and round 1 is underway.
Now, this is that objective that everyone forgets is so far up on the ship, but it doesn't look like Blaze have forgotten it, and they have moved up very aggressively. Nalco on the backside of Superstructure trading with somebody. I didn't read
Yeah,
the scoreboard
he
there.
traded, well, sort of traded. It was a kill, but then he got shot, I think, by GT and is unable to be confirmed. Cryocell and Mobstar will trade out completely in the middle.
Are they just going to keep throwing people at the middle of the map and trading? That's what's going to happen here?
That's so far 2 trades to start. One an uneven trade and the other a perfect trade back and forth. War Within does manage to scoop up 0 in that center area. Now he's got a good line here if somebody else tries to challenge, because they don't know 0 died here just yet. This could be dangerous for Toxic Pain. War Within did not opt to go in the container. Had he done so, he may have been able to get the side of Toxic. He was not paying attention, but now Toxic swinging out does spot War Within as he tucks into that shipping container, and now we see the offense pushing out on the east side of the map. Toxic looking for War, not able to get the shots in on him as the grenade comes out in response. A nice little toss, but just a little too short, and another trade comes in. That's 3 trades in as many kills as we've had.
Nalco unaware, throwing grenades and focusing his attention on the wrong side of the map right now.
I mean, GT is here. He is essentially on objective, almost completely unchallenged.
What is Pre doing?
Well, he's about to die to GT's peak here as he looks inside the blue container. Pre's not going to be ready for this, and there it is, the kill coming out. Naoko has to rush back to OBJ.
Spot. Oh no!
He does manage to just barely hear him in the first set of non-trade kills in this second map, as the smokes come in on the OBJ from Evolution there. Just can't see each other through that push. He's got to now be checking the smoke to make sure nobody's inside of it. The shots coming out will alert Evo to his general position.
Quick little desk pop into the smoke, and Evo gets the drop on him off of the side of the ship. Nalco goes down. Fury takes their point.
Yeah, good start for Fury there. Quite a bit of trading going on between the teams in the initial stages. Lots of 1-for-1s, but not bad on the rotations for the Fury side there. Catching Prefontaine unaware on the objective. Lucky that Naoko had opted to come back and stop that 2-point attempt by GT. And Evo with the nice distraction smokes, keeping Naoko occupied, rotating, getting that pick in the end. Exactly what you want to see for these offenses. A great series so far. I don't know.
Yeah, I think in the case of Pre, if I don't have anyone guarding Superstructure, I don't know if I would feel comfortable not checking that side. If your defense crumbles over there, that's an easy flank. I mean, that's half the map covered that they could just waltz down, and then they're behind objective.
Yeah, as we saw there, it was very, very dangerous for the defense. Fury now on the defense as round 2 kicks off.
We're going to see kind of the same spread here. War Within, Snake by Evolution, all going towards the Superstructure. War going to be holding that long angle, trying to watch for Naoko. Now, I fought Naoko over here, and it's not very fun, so we're going to see how this turns out. Toxic does down Snake by in the middle of the map. War trying to hit those shots on Naoko. Gets a flash up. Does catch him, but not going to push it.
When they're forcing him out, there is Toxic here lined up on the edge. Another trade coming out. 0 and Mobstar going 1-to-1. Cryocell, meanwhile, not ready for GT's push up the side. Naoko scoops up War Within inside the spawn, and now we're seeing a huge swing in momentum as Toxic able to get that last defender and make it a 1-1 here on map 2.
Naoko went down to a martyrdom nade.
Oh, did he down himself?
No, he got down. He killed War while War was pulling the pin.
Oh,
and then he ran over the
yeah.
body.
I didn't even think martyrdom. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, don't you play video games?
I
Roman?
know.
Gosh.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't exist anymore. I miss that perk. I miss it quite.
Wait,
a
it doesn't
bit.
exist anymore?
No, you can't do martyrdom anymore
Oh, that's the
in those
best
games.
one.
But that's not the games we're here for. Trip.
You
we're
can do
here.
it in Onward.
You can absolutely do it in Onward. Some people have opted to do it on purpose in some cases. Just hold a grenade as somebody comes around the corner. I know for a time the upstairs suburbia objective we saw as the first objective in the first map, some folks would opt to pull the pin, put it on their chest, run up, try to get a kill, and let the grenade finish off anybody that they downed or killed. So there's your free strat of the week from Noman if you want to.
Those are those 200 IQ plays that I love to see.
Those are always funny to see when people try to execute on them. Sometimes they'll work, you know, you never know. Again, this is Onward. Anything can happen. We'll see what happens in round 3. Blaze back on the defense now. The objective shifting roughly 50 meters to the west. Or east? East. No, it's not 50 meters. That's too much. That's
That's way too much.
yeah, it's like 15 meters.
50 scale meters.
Yeah, exactly. I was working off of a scaled thing. Oh, and the pressure coming out already. Snakebite and Naoko trading out.
One down right.
Is Kraussel going to go back for the res? Is he going to continue to push up here? The pressure will come in as he gets Mobstar unawares. Is he going to be ready for GT? GT able to confirm that kill. He is ready for GT as he swings, but another trade. I mean, we're just in Trade City here, non-stop. Back-to-back trades across these players. It's those quick reaction times. You got to be so speedy when you're coming around these corners. Force the trades out as Prefontaine finds the back of the offense. They're taking too long to push in, and there's the final kill. Toxic able to thread the needle onto War as he downs Pre, and Blaze go up 2-1.
There's just so much action happening. I didn't even realize that Pre had gone all the way around the superstructure and was coming from Marsoc spawn.
That was a lot to keep track of, especially because that defensive pressure. It's hard to, you know, and that's why they do it. It's hard for us to keep up, but imagine if you're Marsoc on the field and you're constantly having to decipher where your teammates are, and adjust for who you've lost. I mean, that's the design of that type of aggressive defensive plays. You're not giving the offense room to breathe. You're not giving them the time to set up. And right there, it pays off in spades for the Blaze team. We'll see if Fury responds in kind or if they opt for a more tucked in and traditional defensive approach.
I'm just going to say this Blaze is looking pretty hot. I think they just had to drop that dead weight. You know?
Okay, words hurt.
Post Noman Blaze, best Blaze.
Words hurt. Okay, too soon, first of all. Second of all, I agree. What's the saying? I've never been more offended by something I 100% agree with. That's how I feel right now. No, these teams are both looking really, really good right now, and this is the kind of play I would have expected out of both of these teams. Fury has long been one of the sort of rival teams for Blaze, especially in our early days. They were a challenging team for us to fight. Evolution finding the first kill there on Toxic Pain as he's unawares on the peak. Prefontaine hopping down, does not manage to deal with Snakebite on the long angle there. Snakebite to go all the way back with the camera. Almost catching Evolution as he went for the confirm there. War within.
War getting Naoko with a flash and then immediately killing him. More grenades flying out from Mobstar and GT right on top of Zero and Cryo. Zero goes down to Mobstar. Cryo looking for the refrag. He's in a very tight spot. Nades rolling in. Utility coming out. Cryo gets a flash off. Not going to catch anybody. He's pushing around. He's pushing around. He's typing in the code. Oh, GT with a little sliver through the smoke. Man.
does
aggressive.
manage to spot him out. But that's the hunger. That's the thirst for that cap that you see out of these kinds of aggressive teams. Sometimes in the chaos, you can get that code in, and they've got some strong cappers on that squad now. So while I may not have been one to go for the cap myself, certainly can see why they opted for it. But they really came apart there. That offense just wasn't there. They were getting, sort of one by one systematically removed by Fury on some great angles. And just not a lot going there. Too many defenders focused on that objective for them to get anything going.
I might be losing my mind, but has this gray square of floor always been here? Where the objective is? Or was that... I feel like there were stripes there before.
Yeah, I don't think I remember that there.
Seems to have a slight lip too, so it's gonna catch nades and things.
That's
But it
true.
looks intentional. I don't know. I can't, like, it's a textured metal grating.
Yeah, it certainly does seem to have intention. I wonder if it was to cover some other aspect that we had not considered, but maybe not. That's a question for the man on the shipping containers, Evolution, actually one of the players in this game. All right, we're ready to go. Round 5, kicking off. Fast and loose as Blaze on the defense for the first objective on the southern side of the map.
That would be towards the bow for all you navally challenged folks.
Hey, thanks. That's me. You're talking about me. I'm one of those people. Naoko
Long
getting
angle from Mobstar finding Naoko.
Nade comes in just over the top of Pre, but he's tucked into a container. No worries for him as he comes across, and now Cryocell's going to be in a good spot here to catch the offense unawares if he's patient about it, and Evolution can be the first one punished.
One down in the middle.
When a nice little toss there. That flashbang does work. It looks like Cryocell is in fact blinded. Went for the grenade. Mobstar quick on the reaction from that flashbang, able to scoop up the kill. And Zero going down here as well is going to put Blaze on the back foot. Just 2 members of the defense remaining as Prefontaine now rushes in, tosses the frag. Or no, flash. It's a flash. He's blinded. Can't see. Prefontaine finds Snakebite. GT still blinded, running away from Pre. It's another pick for him. War Within, meanwhile, able to clean up the Prefontaine aggression. And it's just Toxic, Pain, and Mobstar left as he looks for the kill. Toxic, is he going to be ready for him? No, Mobstar swings. Oh, I'm sorry. There was one more left. War Within. A little late to the party here. Could have helped cinch that offensive round, but he does it anyway. A few seconds later, as Toxic rotates out from behind his cover, and he's able to get that kill. By oh my, it is hard to keep up with these guys, let me tell you.
So, I want to talk about that real quick. Everyone kind of slowed down, all right? Fury didn't push out as aggressively, and when one team is super aggressive and one's not, Blaze was able to put Cryo more than halfway up the map with no offensive players near him. And I think that's why we're seeing these teams play so aggressively. It's because if they don't play aggressively, then they just can't take the map. I mean, they're losing so much ground.
Yeah, they're certainly at a bigger disadvantage, and especially if you don't see that cross early, you don't see the position early on. Cryo was able to get Evo from that spot before the push by Mobstar, the flash in the pickup. But it's a great amount of ground to have. The problem is maintaining the control of it and making sure that the rest of your team is aware of where you are, what you're watching, and if you go down, where they have to be focusing their attention. Oh, jeez. Okay, we are getting into our next round, round number 6, here on USS Quest, as Fury battles back against that map 1 loss, the cap to win map 1 coming out from Cryo, giving it a 5-3 scoreline. Now Fury looking to secure a map of their own here in map 2.
I mean, I'm sure you're never going to hear the end of it if you lose on your own custom map, right?
Well, I'm sure now that'll be the only thing anybody thinks about is giving Evo some guff about it. Naoko does manage to down Snakebite wide of Captain's quarters. Cryo gonna catch the bad end of that grenade, and Evo scooping up a kill himself as Toxic goes down. Rez will come out onto Cryo. Is he gonna be ready for War's position here? I don't think he is, but the offense is already well in here. There's so many areas to cover. Naoko swings onto GT, not able to land the shots. GT responds fast enough. Cryo now keeping War within tucked in as Zero and Evolution get into a battle. And it's just chaos. It's absolute chaos. Zero with the accidental team kill there. They've still got GT4 and War within, the last two members of Blaze just here on the southwest. The flash coming in, it's perfect. It blinds both. GT now swinging on the outside. He should be seeing Prefontaine. Pre absolutely not reacting, does not go down to that shot. And now there's someone behind him. Is he gonna spot him? No, GT picking up the kills in Fury. Hang on to get 4-2 on map 2 and take us to a series deciding map 3.
Wow, I just kind of set the camera off the side of the ship there, and I just watched it all happen from the top down. I mean, it was amazing. It was like little army men just fighting it out.
That was a chaotic second map, to say the least, especially those last two rounds going all kinds of ways as a result. And now we take ourselves to map number 3. It looks like we are going to quickly rehost the lobby as a result. But I do want to see what folks' predictions are at home. What are you thinking? How's this going to go? You've seen two teams dominate on their selected maps. What do you think? You think it's going to be Trip, as much as I hate asking for predictions, what's your thoughts on how this third map is going to go, depending on what it is, of course?
I'm not going to make a prediction on who's going to win. What I am going to make a prediction on is there's going to be at least 3 team kills.
That's a bold prediction. That's a cool ranch prediction that you got there. That is fantastic. I cannot wait to see if you're correct or not. I'm sure it'll make for some interesting plays, but our third map is selected and decided. The lobby is up, and it is going to be Sand as our final map, another custom map. So both USS Quest and Sand custom maps, which are new to Onward Season 11 in the map pool. And I think these really go a long way of leveling the playing field amongst a lot of these teams, especially the veteran teams who are used to, the same 6, 7, 8 maps throughout most of the season. I think these throw a nice wrench into a lot of teams' plans. And we'll see who comes out on top here in map 3.
Yeah, and we are seeing all of these small maps. I mean, the smallest of the maps that you could have chosen in this week's lineup.
Yeah, that is true. And again, usually an aggressive team's, first pick. The faster I can get to where the enemy is, the faster I can get the kills, the more advantageous for me, and not a surprise to see Blaze picking these smaller maps against a team like Fury. But I mean, even a small map, relatively small map like USS Quest, not working out in their favor. And you got to wonder, can they shake off that round 2 loss and get themselves a win, or is Fury going to be able to charge forward? I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think I've ever seen either of these teams really play on Sand much. I think maybe one match at Blazes I was able to catch on Sand that was casted. Other than that, I have not really seen a ton of competitive play on this. So throughout the season, as more teams get on the field here and we gauge their play, I think we'll be able to understand a little bit better. But in the meantime, we're just gonna have to stay along for the ride, so to speak.
We did see Silent Purge boss fight play on this map just a little while ago today, and It was a very good match, and I think this map is very well balanced with all the new changes.
All right, gameplay is underway in round 1
841.
of the series deciding map 3. Kicking off here on the Onward VR Master League. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate you guys spending your Sunday with us. Glad we could bring you this doubleheader. Couldn't let an evening like this slide without a little bit of Onward action. And Evo, aggressive, finding Prefontaine early. Now Pasquin has to be cautious on his push. War Within scoops up Naoko. Is he going to be able to find Cryo as Cryo pushes the inside? No. Cryo does win that trade out. And now he's on the back line here. GT and Evo well off the objective. Oh, Snakebite pushing on the backside. Not ready for Cryo. You would have thought that call out would have come as a result. Hey, I've got a member of the offense right on top of my body, but he was not prepared. I think he had tablet in hand for that spot. And now it's Zero and Cryocell against 3 defenders remaining. Cryo not gonna land the shots onto Evo there as he swings wide. The confirm coming out from GT on his own teammate in the trade with Zero and Evolution. There's the confirm coming out. Cryo has to be careful here. I wonder, I don't think he's flashed just yet, but he's gonna have to deal with GT pretty soon as he comes around this doorway here. Mobstar swinging wide, able to knock Cryo out and put Fury up 1-0 in map 3.
I think Cryo got a little bit, I'm gonna say confused there, because he had footsteps on both sides and he didn't really know where to look.
Yeah, these walls with these hallways through them is a pretty big advantage to a lot of teams. You can really draw a lot of attention that way and not put yourself at substantial risk. Right there, it worked out in the defense's favor, but had he landed the shots onto Mobstar on objective, he may have been free and clear to go for cap, because I don't know that GT would have been able to make it all the way around. Or was that War? I apologize. It might have been War at the end there. But they were able to hold on to the defense, and we'll see now what it looks like from the defense side as Blaze swaps sides for round number 2.
Cryo once again leading the way on the Blaze side with his measly 2 kills. No one else picking up any frags that round.
Unfortunate confirmation team kill by GT just on his down teammate's body there. That's why you see that -1.
That grenade was very impressive, though. I mean, he threw it pinpoint accuracy onto where he assumed an enemy was. It just so happened that it was also a friendly down there.
All right. Let's get ourselves down to the field for round number 2 as Blaze look to try to come back. They're tied up in the series, but they lost the last map, so they've got to shake it off, as Taylor Swift might say. As a wise young Taylor Swift might say. And try to get themselves into this next round. Prefontaine with a quick pick onto GT will slow them up a little bit, but Evo starting to narrow the field a little bit as Naoko has to help out and deal with that. He's not ready for War Within's position, however, and that is going to quickly make it a 3v3 as the remaining 2 members of the offense push out towards Pasquin's position. He's just going to miss Mobstar's rotation. No, Mobstar able to spot him out and make it a 3v2.
Prefontaine did rotate back into the objective area and it has those doors protecting him now. Got the long angles here between him and Mobstar, and he's just waiting for someone to come out these doors. Zero and Snakebite trading. Snakebite down but not out.
This is going to be a res for the Fury team, it looks like. Yes, indeed it is. And now it's a 1v3. A lot of work to do as Prefontaine rushes out. Smoke's coming out now. I mean, he has got to be careful about where he positions himself. He's still got War Within to deal with, who's chucking grenades in towards objective. And this is a panic situation for a defender. You've got to be rotating. You've got to be moving constantly. Is he ready for Mobstar? He's not. And Fury go up 2-0 in map 3.
Another thing I want to point out here to all these new teams, you see Blaze and Fury, as soon as gunshots happen, utility comes out in that direction. I mean, it's like instant. Someone goes down, a flash gets thrown, and they charge. It's it's that quick reaction time that gets you those kills.
Yeah, that Fury team did it quite a bit there. Just reacting to gunshots, reacting to the sounds that Blaze was making and tossing those frags and flashes and smokes in their direction. Even a smoke can be a pretty big advantage in a close firefight. Just to give the defense, or whatever the other enemy team happens to be, a little bit more to worry about. Let one less line of sight that they can have. And you'll see a lot of these veteran teams utilizing the equipment almost every round. Not every round, but almost every round. All right, we will follow along with the Blaze team as round 3 gets underway.
This is the downstairs objective in the center building, which leaves a lot of cappable areas. I mean, there's so many boxes, stacks of boxes. I don't know how close you actually have to get to cap it. I don't know if you can cap it from above. I know you used to be able to cap the above one from below, but I don't know if you can do the opposite.
Don't believe you can. And the first trade comes out as Mobstar goes down right outside the objective. Evolution gets picked up by Prefontaine, and Zero nabs that confirm onto Mobstar, making it a quick 4v3. Not even 20 seconds into the round. That frag on Prefontaine's position. A great call by War Within. Just a little too late to get the kill on him. And now these footsteps will be heard as he swings to the outside. He does manage to find Pasquin. Zero going down to GT4 on the opposite side of the map. And just like that, it's a 2v2.
Nauko way off. Is he having technical difficulties? Why is he just hanging out over here in the corner?
He may
He's got
be having...
taser and a knife.
If that just isn't the most quintessential Naoko loadout, I don't know what is. And Prefontaine swings for the top of GT there, but not fast enough on the draw. And now it's just the last member of Blaze, Naoko, having some technical difficulties.
Is he hearing things?
He's going for that pistol knife combo. He's going for the Metal Gear Solid approach.
Oh, I wish he would have gone all the way to the objective with that.
Wouldn't put it past him, but we're gonna ride along on his body as he makes his approach to the objective. I mean, could you ask for more time? Absolutely not. 4 minutes left in this series. One of the benefits of being an aggressive team is, even if you're the last one left, a good chance you got a ton of time to figure out what to do, and hopefully not too many people to have to deal with as a result.
There's that tight angle we saw earlier from boss fight that I didn't realize you could look through top above the door, checking that second floor. I really wonder if he fixed his audio. I know when we were playing before, his audio was reversed and it was inverted. So not only was left right and right left, up was down and down was up, and he was chasing Ghost all the time. I wonder if he got that fixed.
That's not what you wanna. That's not what you wanna have in a league match for certain. And here we go. Here comes the push. Is he going to be able to deal with this defender right on the outside door? Just to go past the door. That defender not going to move. Now he hears the call out.
Snake letting him go by? What is happening? Oh, and the taser happens.
On me.
Confirm shot's not finishing the kill there. He had a double tap as now GT tucks into a new corner here. Will Naoko be ready? Now it's all down to patience.
They're just gonna wait out 2 minutes.
I
You
mean-
thought they were fast, but this is a 2-minute wait right here.
I mean, Naoko's got to be hearing GT's audio here. It's proximity audio, and GT is breathing into the microphone. Pretty easy to hear. Now, there is an objective here making some noise, so not an easy thing to hear over in some cases. GT's got to be scratching his head. What? I just heard him over here. Where could he possibly have gone? But yeah, Naoko's got all the time in the world. Oh, and he just swings wide. GT, I don't think his head was turned in that direction, at least not on my view. And Naoko just has enough time to snap up, get the kill, and put Blaze on the board here for map number 3. It's a 2-1 scoreline.
That was a great play by Naoko. I mean, obviously, anyone that uses the Taylor gets a spot in my highlight reel.
Taser, yeah. You said Taylor.
Whatever. I blame Discord cutting them out. It's a taser. I said taser.
You can't blame anything. Clear as day. Clear as a bell. You can't blame their tailor. Their tailor's spectacular. He's been making Marsoc uniforms for 4 years now.
The cut, the fit, it's just so good.
It's just snug. Snug as a bug in a rug.
Lets you flex where you need. Still maintains its shape.
Yeah, you can crab walk. You can have your knees spin end over end on your crazy crab hip bones, and the suit just comes with it. It's good. They have a great tailor, those Marsoc and Volk folks.
Marsoc have spent so much money on that advanced, weave to get that end over end kneecap. That's where all the money is. That's the defense budget right there.
That's where it goes. I knew we spent a lot of money on our defense for a reason. There we go. Round number 4 underway. As Fury look to extend their lead a bit more over Blaze, but Blaze looking to hold the defense and tie things up here in this third map. Trying to fight back that map 2 loss.
I think we're going to follow Cryo over here on the north. He's going to be the most aggressive defender.
Naoko and GT trade out here close to spawn. That's going to be confirmed pretty soon. Not likely to be a res as the defense very, very close to the objective still.
Cryo comes out, sees one. Oh, Snakebite sees him. He didn't even get the confirm. He just downed War. I think he was waiting to see how many he could see before he took those shots.
Fontaine looking like he wants to get this res. He's going to have to push inside, but now the confirm comes out. He's going to swing wide. And he just sees Mobstar, does manage to get the kill. Will he also get War with Finn? No, looks like he's going to retreat off of that play. But he's in here. He's on the back line. He's looking for one on the inside. No, Snakebite denies that aggressive defensive push, makes it a 2v3.
Pasquin and Zero both inside the objective, covering opposite angles. I mean, pretty good coverage on the objective, but if you're unaware, you can drop in from the roof.
Yeah, there is a skylight here that does afford you the opportunity to drop in on the boxes and punch the code in easy peasy. They've got to be aware that that is an opportunity. Evo tucked in, still at spawn. There we go. Now he's on the move. And they've got the offense on 3 sides of this objective. This is what you want from your offense. You want to attack from as many various angles as you can. The utility from Snakebite as he pushes on the inside. Pasquin hears the footsteps, but now he's going up top. Is he going to go for this drop-in cap opportunity? Evolution manages to spot Zero as he swings out, and Fury looking real strong here to seal the deal in map number 3.
Is he going to go for it? Pasquin finds Snakebite through the roof. Snakebite hesitated a little bit on that jump down. Pasquin checks the door, rotates back. War sees him, throws a nade.
Would have been, that was well cooked. Very well cooked by War Within. Had he still been tucked into that same corner, that would have been lights out for Pasquin. No time to react. But now he's got to deal with two as War Within is creeping up on the inside. Pasquin's not going to be ready for that position, and Fury are up to match point here on map number 3. Blaze really have to find a miracle here if they want to stay alive in this series. Otherwise, this next defensive round is the last round of this map and this series.
You know, I wonder if Snakebite didn't have his tablet. There was a Marsoc tablet sitting back at spawn that I saw as Cryo was making his approach. So maybe someone was missing it, and that's why they didn't go for the cap.
Yeah, he did tend to hesitate a little bit there. I don't know, you know, you'd think you'd just kind of commit to it, but maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was going for tab and just realized, uh-oh, I don't have it.
Hate it when that happens. You go to put it up and it just gets thrown. Moving to the auto shop, garage, whatever you call it, workshop.
All right. And that is going to be the stage for round 5. As Blaze tries to hang on here in map 3. Fury commanding these last 2 maps quite a bit. Putting a lot of pressure on this Blaze team. Ooh, and the pressure coming in early here from the defense. Naoko manages to get himself a pick and quickly evened out by Evolution and War Within getting 2 kills between them. Pasquin with a nice refrag there onto Evo. Denies that pressure coming in. Cryocell swings and finds Snakebite. Now War Within can get the res as Naoko confirms Mobstar. The pressure coming in now. Naoko on the inside does find GT. Pasquin nails Snakebite. Naoko with the final kill there on War Within. Commanding that Marsoc. I mean, and just with 2 remaining there, managing to pick up the last 3 defenders of Fury. I can't believe that they didn't go for that res on the side. I'm shocked.
I don't even know where GT came from, just running back towards the objective right in front of Naoko.
I think he was crossing from mid, from that mid. I think he was crashing. And I don't think he was even paying attention to where he was crashing from. That was chaos. Again, that's the chaos. That's the that's the constant pressure. Difficult to keep up with.
Also, is this new? I don't remember this exterior ramp that lets you get inside the 2nd floor auto shop.
Interesting. I don't remember that either, actually. I know there was some changes made to a couple of the custom maps before the season started, but I don't know if that was one of them or not. Either way, we'll find out if it's utilized here in round number 6. Blaze hanging on by a thread in this series so far, looking to fight back against this strong Fury start in map 3. And look at that smoke utility coming out already. The pressure coming in. Prefontaine's gonna have to deal with 2. Mobstar and Snakebite both swing wide. Able to grab that pickup nice and easy, and that's gonna make it a 5v4.
See, if you can cap them upstairs, this objective is technically open right now.
There's
Snakebite gets the backside of Pasquin and runs right in front of Zero, not aware that he's in the corner there. Is Evolution going to do the same thing, or is he going to go up top?
Pressure from Cryo there. Dealt with easily, and now Evolution is on objective. Pad out. This could be the 5-2 response, and it is. Blaze not able to hold that defense in time as Naoko well off position on the objective. Allows Fury to punch in 2 points and seal the deal here in map number 3. What a series it was. Holy cow.
Right around 1 hour for 3 maps.
Yeah, just about. And that's what we were talking about. This is that aggressive play that these teams bring to this game. Not surprising to see the game wrap up that quickly between these, but a great series overall. Thoughts on what we saw here today, Trip?
We saw a lot of kills on both sides. There was all kinds of high scores. We didn't see as many caps as I thought we would, and we obviously didn't see as many team kills as I was hoping for on the last map. There was one with a nade, which is impressive because it was totally, you couldn't see him, but it is what it is. And Fury obviously have done their homework on these custom maps and took both of them. Yeah, that's right. They took both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great series to watch, and I'm really glad we wrapped up that first series at 4 Pacific to be able to bring you the double header in the end. I do want to thank everybody for coming out again. I've said it a couple of times, but without you, we're just casting to nobody. So thank you for just being there and for enjoying this series along with us. I want to thank our sponsors: Rebuff Reality, HyperX, Asterion, Cybershoes, VR Cover, ProTube, B-Haptics, Fixed Gaming, and VRWare. Quite a bit of sponsors there. We're gonna have to get a better way of talking about them, because man, it is tough to remember all those names. But do check out all their various products and services, and thank them for supporting the league by supporting them. That is gonna do it here, I think, for Onward VRML Season 11 Week 1. I am your caster, Noman with a 4. I was joined today by Mr. Trip. Any parting words for the folks, Trip?
Well, I do just want to point out that in the common past history, it has been Blaze Fury wins. So now they are evened up 2-2, and hopefully we'll see some rematches this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wanna see these teams go at it again. It was a great match. And thank you to the teams. Thank you to everybody who came out. Thanks to the moderators and everybody who helps put on the shows that we do. We will see you again next week for a whole new set of games and a whole new set of casts and another fantastic week of Onward. But until then, I have been Noman, joined by Trip, and we are signing off. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.